Hello everyone, today we have another video review, and this time we're going to review a kit from Takom. It's another plastic model in 1/35 scale, but as you can see it's not a tank, it's not a military vehicle. It's a FlaK gun, German, which was used in World War II, and as I said it's molded in 1/35 scale. So as you can see it's written here, it's 12.8 centimeters FlaK 40 Zwilling gun. And here we have quite impressive box art. As you can see, box has this, let's say, vertical oriented box art. Nevertheless, here you can see full size of the box. Here you can see comparison with my hand. And you can notice that box is slightly damaged, as you can see, but it's due to the, let's say, packing as it arrived to me. So just because of this, and I can assure you that everything inside is intact. So on the side of the box we have small, let's say, sprue map. As you can see, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plastic sprues, 1 plastic stand, PE thread, decals, and also we have here small pictures of other big gun kits which are available from the same manufacturer, of course. Next we have one marking option here, which has color references in MIG paints, and as you can see here we have here a small AMMO MIG logo. So this is top opening box. As I said, the top flap is slightly damaged, or maybe the glue is not that good holding. Nevertheless, all parts inside are intact, so let's check them one by one. Once again I want to specify, or let's say underline, the fact that I'm happy with the packaging from the Takom, because every sprue is packed into its own bag, so it won't be scratched, it won't be damaged, or you won't get any other possible problem. So here we have first sprue. Let me focus the camera for you. And here you can see the molding quality for this kit. As you can see, even large panels feature minor detailization, so they should look even better after careful painting and weathering, I think. And as usual, you have here this nice and smart lettering of the sprue, so it would be easier to find the plastic frame which you need. I mean, you don't have to search through the whole bag because you just see it on the light. Next we have separately molded plastic base. It's quite huge, as you can see here, and we have this part here. I'm not sure where it will be inserted. I guess here, somewhere here, or maybe here. We should consult assembly manual, but as you can see it's molded as one complex shaped hexagon part, and I have to say that molding quality is good. I don't see any plastic flash or any other possible problem, so quite impressive plastic sprue. Next we have small plastic sprue with obviously small parts. Just give me a second to open it. I guess I would need a scissors for this task. No, I wouldn't because it's easy to open it like this. So here we have, as I said, all minor parts which would be needed for this gun. So very nice molding quality once again, and I think it would be easy to assemble them as well. Note that we have this big molding pins inside, but I guess it won't be difficult to cut them off. And another interesting thing is that we have positioning pins inside even small parts which will be assembled from two halves, and I guess it would make it easier and faster to assemble your personal 1/35 scale big gun. Next we have quite a large sprue, at least bigger than the previous one. Just give me a second to open it, because this one is a bit more difficult to open, and this time I would need scissors. In the meantime, I want to say that Takom nowadays, let's say, is one of the most interesting producers of the military technique on the market, because they release almost every month new and interesting kits that were not released before, and I have to say that it's quite impressive because there are so many obvious subjects that nobody tried to even mold in the plastic, or maybe molded but with bad quality, and now we have good alternative in plastic and for quite reasonable money, I would say. So here we have an Sprue, again small parts as you can see, again they molded quite accurately and without any possible molding problems. Here we have some gun shells, and here we have I guess these are barrel parts which are throughout as you can see. So again quite impressive piece of side molding, because these are molded as one piece, so you would not need to glue both hulls to each other or do any other, let's say, specific actions. Next sprues are quite large because they contain parts for the main gun. Just give me a second to open it. Another upgrade I would like to see on the Takom kits is a easily openable bags. I mean, one thing is to pack them separately, and another one is to pack them into easily openable and sealable bags, so that it will be easy. Oh yeah, it was sealable, I just cut it through. So I take my words back. Nevertheless, here we have small parts. Again, as you can see, they're molded in quite impressive quality, and parts count, again, I would say, I would repeat this word again, is impressive, and I just wonder what will be copied. Maybe every wheel, every screw of this gun would be carefully replicated in plastic, or maybe we have some fine detalization in the areas which were not detailed before. Nevertheless, I have to say that it's quite useful for some modelers because it offers more space for your, let's say, imagination, for your weathering and paint skills. Here we have one of two similar sprues, so I would show you only one. As you can see, again, we have here small parts. Nevertheless, we have here the main gun loading parts, and here is the main barrel. Barrel will be assembled from two parts. Here you can see position pins inside, and here you can see another half. I guess it would be possible to assemble it without any extra possible problems, but you would have to apply at least some care, due care, let's say. Next we have an assembly manual which is packed into the separate bag together with a painting manual and Sprue and decals. Just give me a second to open it, and I will show you all those tiny things. So, P parts obviously are provided to replicate meshes on this huge gun. Then we have decal sheet. Decals are, they contain, as you can see, writing and also various stripes. Don't be afraid about the pale printing because I didn't open the bag. Just give me a second, I will open it for you. Okay, it's opened, and here you can see it without backing paper. So we have even writing for the stand, FlaK 40 Zwilling. Next we have, as I said, painting guides, which are printed on the separate, let's say, in form of separate brochure. But first of all, I want to show you this small plastic polycaps, which would be used in the assembly, obviously. Then we have, as I said, painting guide, which is provided in form of this small brochure on glossy paper with colored instructions, and we have here several marking options. So in total we have 3 marking options, I guess. And And of course we have assembly manual. Assembly manual is done in form of this quite nice large brochure with short history of the real gun, and then we have some tips on the assembly, and then assembly process starts. And of course we have here parts map. Assembly process is displayed in form of this nice 3D paintings, so I guess it would be hard to misunderstand what to do or how to place this or that part. So it takes in total, just give me a second, you'll have to do 56 steps in order to get your 1/35 scale Zwilling, and then it's done. So that's all for this video review, but that's not all for the review of this kit, because you can check full review article on our website. And as usual, I would like to recommend you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which you are watching at the moment, and like our Facebook group, because it will help us greatly. Thank you for watching once again, and see you in the next video review.